Boy, this Myron will go out of his way to try to prove himself to the W man. The W man has went out of his way to let him know you are not invited to the barbecue, sir. No, you can't get a Michelob, a Miller Lite, with all those beers that they drink. You ain't getting none of that stuff. You are not included, my guy. Right? You are an Arab, a sand jigger. Right? That's how they view him. He done went into spaces and got rejected. He wasn't selected. And man, listen. And this guy, he goes out of his way to talk down to the black community to show them that he is their #1 mascot. He talks about Latinos, Black Americans. He do all kinds of stuff. He even goes as far to talk about his own people, to say that he don't want them coming into the country. He rather live in a country that's dominated by the W man. Right? That's operated by the W man, because he has the pom-poms and he's the #1 cheerleader, the #1 mascot for the W man. Right? But they still go out of their way to let him know that you are beneath them and we don't rock with you. He was trying to get into a TPUSA event the other day, and he ended up getting in, but for like a whole hour, man, they had him outside. They wouldn't let him in. It went viral all over social media. Everybody was going crazy. They was not rocking with him.
Getting rejected at MFed. So Amaru is not. Yeah. So what's happening, David?
Turning Point did a smart thing. They're not allowing Muslims into their conference.
So he's not been allowed in. Security is he's calling nobody because no one's gonna help him get in. So I don't know who he thinks he's calling, but yeah, we got 1 security, 2, 3, and the event security. And he's calling, I think he's calling like Andrew Tate to help him get in or something. Nope, not gonna happen, bud. Yeah, he's like, I'm right here at the corner. Just come get me. But he has no chance.
Yeah.
Thanks for being cool about it, man.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
But did it say what I did or something, or?
No, I got nothing.
Damn. All right. Well, kicked out. Apparently, I don't know why. But yeah. That's crazy, right?
Bro, I'm confused. Bro, I'm still confused right now on why and who.
Nigga, what did I do?
No,
What the
there's
heck?
nothing.
What did I do, bro?
What the fuck? They're not You got your names, they have your social medias and everything.
So they was making fun of him, and they was saying that they're not letting no Muslims in, right? You're not invited to the party, homeboy. You're not getting in, right? And he's out there on the phone. They trying to figure out who he's going to call. Now, mind you, he's known for disrespecting black people, right? Stereotyping us, calling us Tyrone, playing the primate music. All that kind of stuff, right? Talking bad about black women. To the life of me, I never understood why a lot of you black women would even go on this show. It shows a lot about your self-esteem. You would go onto his show and he would berate and ridicule you, and then you get mad and want to be upset with him when you had no business being on that dude's show in the first place, right? But with that being said, this dude made a name for himself completely disrespecting the black community, to the point where even the biggest sellouts even started to turn on him. But this is the stuff that he would say to black men.
Dumb. You're saying some stupid right now. I'm literally in the middle of a gym calling you dumb as I'm working out, because you are. You're fried chicken, watermelon with salt, running around with him in here on some tough guy flip like a typical black person instead of actually making concrete arguments. You're an embarrassment. You're an idiot. You make a bunch of stereotypical things. Yo, aren't you from the Sudan? Can't even pronounce it right because to pronounce things correctly or use correct English is considered coonery because you're like you are. You probably wear Gucci. You probably wear designer. You probably have like 10 pairs of Jordans, and you're probably poor. And you're probably stupid on top of that. Actually, you don't have to say probably. We know you're stupid. So since you want to stereotype me, I'm going to stereotype Jamal. Get out of my space. No got to say because you're dumb. You're dumb. And if you don't like it, go ahead and send me a picture of yourself. You could DM me too, and you can come see me in Miami someday if you want, because that's all you understand is violence and being a tough guy. So since that's the language that you speak, Jamal.
Now, he would eventually get into the TPUSA, and they would give him his piece. He must have called somebody and got him in, but he was out there for a long time, and they knew who he was, and they wasn't rocking with him. So then he did this video to show that he was in.
They back, man. Myron gangs are fresh. They're in the building. Yeah. They're here, man.
All the Tpusa that got kicked out.
He's in there, man. So we back live, man. MFest is.
But with all the Gregory Hines tap dancing that he was doing to the W community, showing that he that main mascot, every time he would go into those spaces with those people, they would go out of their way to let him know, you are not a W man. You are not one of us, and when things hit the fan, you're getting kicked out of here too. Matter of fact, thank you for your service, but we getting you up out of here first because we don't like traitors. When we do with our tools, we break them, right? And so he would be in those spaces going back and forth with them, but crying. They did the same thing to him. The same thing they did to him, they did to Tommy Sotomayor, right? Letting them know we don't like traitors. We break our tools, right? Check this out.
I can't believe how quick that was. I can't believe how fast that was.
Can I make this interesting? Can I make this interesting real quick? Myron, you were in my space the other day, and I said, you're doing a great job calling these. But, if we take this country back, we want it for white folks. And would you go home? And you said, I was born here, and I'm not going anywhere. And this is where I think the problem is with working with non-whites is that once you think you help us, that you're just going to stay in our country. Do you still stand with that answer?
Bro, look, man, I know you're trying to get a clippable moment here for your.
No, it's the truth, man. This is the issue with whites working with non-whites.
We're over here talking about a problem, then you bring it right back into this whole white thing. Like
this whole white thing is what built this country, Myron. Hey, man, you said I am in Florida. I'm in Florida, and I will knock you out on camera.
All right, we're not gonna.
I'm not gonna have violence in the space. It's not even my space. I think Ian's having issues, so look, I'm not gonna allow that in Ian's space.
It's mutual combat.
I understand, but listen, people are listening.
There is no mutual combat. I don't know what you, bro.
Well then, why are you in? Why do you Browns think you could stay in my country?
Look,
no, it's the truth. You didn't build this country, Myron. You're not from this country. Why do you think you can stay?
Anyway,
it's a point, Myron. Answer.
Well, actually, here's a better.
So this lets us know, and I've been telling you guys that we have absolutely no friends. Nobody rock with us. You can't trust a lot of these immigrants that come over here, right? Because in their country, they already don't like black folks, right? They got names for black folks, right? They look down on black folks in the countries that they come from, and when they come here, they want to benefit from your culture and benefit from the things that our people put down, but they don't want nothing to do with you. They don't want to rock with you, and that's what they do. And W folks know this. W folks know that they're traitors, so they use them as mascots. And when they done with them, they get rid of them. All we're doing now is exposing it and calling it out. We no longer have our arms wide open. We shut the door. We ain't rocking with none of you fools no more. None of y'all, right? So this thing is funny, right? And I don't know, man. This thing is funny. Sometimes I used to wonder, why would you want to be over there with them people? But I don't wonder like that no more. You see them as people that's greater than yourselves. They are the Most High to you, right? That is the who you worship. He don't worship Islam. He worship the W man. With some of the comments that he's made about his own people, right? And wanting to rather live in a W man's country that's controlled by them. He said this. But so many of these immigrants flee their country to come to a W man's country, right? And want to benefit up under him, but then get mad when he's racist towards them, or come and thumb your nose up at us when we try to warn you about them. So, but this, to me, this is hilarious, and these people, they get what they hand call for. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. What's your opinion on this? Man, I don't know, man. I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.